Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Warsword Conquest, Goblin Edition. Now, when we left off, we had successfully taken every single Goblin fief from them, and we had also taken out a couple of their vassals as well. I have spent quite a lot of time trying to hunt down all of them and eliminate them from the game because I do want the Badland Goblins to be eliminated entirely. As you can see here, we currently have a little bit of a problem with the Kingdom of Araby because they continued to raid our villages and I just had to step in and see what I could do. Now we are as you can probably see, at peace with the Badland Goblins. We have a truce currently going on. However, considering I have just found, I believe, to be either the last or one of the last vassals that they currently have in the game, I will be breaking this truce, which is a little bit unfortunate. I really did not want to do that, because maybe by doing so I will reduce the relation with our vassals if they don't really have warlike personalities, but let's just hope anyway. Now, as you can also see, we have 62 relation with the Dwarves and 36 with the Tomb Kings. So I think what we could probably do is send an emissary away to the Dwarves and to the Tomb Kings to form some sort of trade agreement, maybe an alliance eventually, if we are really wanting to do just that. And I think it would be quite a cool idea, to be honest. Now, with the Kingdom of Araby, I do believe we are going to be taking them on in just a little bit. Now, do bear in mind, however, that they have just taken Fortress of Kasabar from the Tomb Kings. So, if the Tomb Kings are failing to defend, then I have no idea what kind of army the Kingdom of Araby has. But, yes, we'll see what we can do. Now, one of you did actually say that you wanted to take a look at my, well, should we just say, my party size report. And as you can obviously see here, my renown is the main reason why we have such a large army. Now, I did state at the very beginning of this series that I would be enhancing our progression, enhancing our stats, and various other things just to make it into the series for Warsword Conquest, the series that everyone would want to watch and hopefully enjoy as a result, because that is all I am doing here. I'm just trying to make you guys have fun, and of course, for you to enjoy it time and time again. So, as you see there, I have increased our renown to 4,000. I did actually not mean to do that. I meant to increase it to 3,000, but for some reason, it spiked up for some unknown reason. I really do not know. But, we are now back, and we are now going to be attacking Chief Clobberbottom. He is just waiting here, actually. Now, I was actually on my way to Zandri to hand in some prisoners because I was a little bit low on money because I purchased a war academy at Kroxigors and I really wanted to get that built. So I thought to myself, how can I get back some good money? Well, I have a lot of prisoners, so I'm going to try and sell as many of those as I can, and thankfully enough, I was able to sell quite a few. And we have 9,000 now back in our coffers. We did have 2,000 after I purchased the War Academy, and thankfully enough, we are now back out of our somewhat semi-debt problems. So, we are going to be attacking this guy. Unfortunately. Really? The Goblins of the Misty Mountains have declared war against the Badland Goblins. Immediately. Okay. Well, I was not really wanting to declare war against them immediately, but I suppose, yes, we are attacking one of their vassals, so I suppose that is only natural for them to assume that we want to declare war. I really just thought it would decrease the relation with that particular vassal, and maybe decrease relation with the faction a little bit, but declaring war? I didn't really think of that, but there we have it. That must be a unique mechanic to this particular mod. So, let's take a look here. Oh, okay. These guys are just going to stand here then. They're just going to stand there, and we are going to be making our way over. And we're going to hopefully do quite a bit of damage with our bow as a result as well. Now, we are firing into the sun, which is absolutely terrible. However, we did just get a hit right there, which is quite nice. I must say that that is actually extreme luck. And I am actually really surprised that I actually hit anyone right there. But there it is anyway. Now, do bear in mind I don't have a shield, so if I get hit here, I am going to be taking a serious amount of damage. Now, as you can probably tell, what don't we have? well, we don't have any other units apart from our companions and goblin units. Night goblins are included because they are a goblin race, so I suppose that's fine. And of course we have some orcs as well, so we no longer have a mismatched kind of army, and we will hopefully be able to use them to good effect. Now, I am unsure how to use goblins, really, so I am just going to be charging them in. We are outnumbering them so incredibly that I don't believe we will be having any problems taking these guys out. And of course, as you can probably see, I have re-equipped the spider. The spider is incredible for small skirmishes, and I really do enjoy using it. Very, very fun indeed. And if you guys have not played Warsword Conquest yet, or you are wanting to play it, then I highly recommend getting a spider immediately, because it is just so powerful in these small skirmishes here. It is a little bit more prone to giving the wearer, or should we say giving the rider, some increased confidence, and as a result it might give you, well, problems, because you're going to be behind enemy lines, and the enemies are going to be like, oh, that guy's on a spider, he's going to have increased mobility, we have to do something about that. And so then they're going to focus you down, and it's not going to be a very pleasant experience at all. So, there we are. Chief Clobberbottom was able to escape, unfortunately enough, and we are now declaring war against them, of course, but I am pretty sure, or I hope at least, that that is the last goblin vassal, and hopefully the ransom broker will still be at Zandri when we arrive. Oh! What is going on here? Oh, never mind. Okay. So we have a Tomb King fighting a Kingdom of Araby vassal, but the Tomb King was able to win, which is very good, and he was able to take him prisoner as well. Wow, that's pretty powerful. Okay. And now it doesn't appear as though the Pirate Kingdom is doing anything at the moment, so that's okay, I suppose. Now, where did he... Oh, no! He's gone! He was standing right here! Ah, my goodness. Okay, well, whatever the case, we do actually have a companion here, 2 companions, actually, that we could potentially talk to and see. You look like an... no, wait a minute, that's not a goblin voice. You look like an accomplished man. What is your story? My name is Sir Aristide. I am a knight from the court of King Leon Koya. Yes, that's definitely his name. I have recently completed a great mission to make safe my people in our homelands. And now I've gone to an old man voice for some reason. Good stuff, Reformist. The king made me his greatest champion and gave me a time of leave to pray and to see my family. But sooner than I expected, I was called back. The king called for a crusade against Araby and the Tomb Kings. But you're in a Tomb Kings town, okay. Both have been gaining power over the years, and he fears that if one gets too powerful, then they will invade. We are preempting this by striking first. The crusade has been on and off, though, as fighting there has been harder than we thought. We have made more enemies than we figured, and our resources and campaign plans have had to be cancelled and rethought. Why are you not on the front line? I could use you in my army if you are available. When I am on extended times of rest, the lady often comes to me in visions and instructs me on what I should do. It has been so long, I am worried she will not come. Maybe I enter the field of battle once more and show her I am still worthy. Yes, you can trust me. You can trust a goblin. 8,000 gold. No, I can't do that. I'm sorry. I can't actually do that. That would put me in a really bad position because, you know why? I've actually just recruited another companion beforehand, because if you recall, I do believe we had 19,000 dinars, or gold, and we were, well, quite well off. And then I found a companion, namely this fellow right here. Now, I do believe one of you told me about this guy quite a while ago, and as you can see, yeah, he is an absolute beast. Absolute beast. 100 strength, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, all over the place. Namely, Iron Flesh, Power Strike, Power Throw, Power Draw. No, nothing in Power Draw, but of course he's not going to be using a bow. Weapon Master, Shield, and Athletics, all in 10s. However, as you can see here, his proficiencies are remarkably low, so I'm actually very surprised about this. But no doubt as he experiences combat with us, he will be able to level those up rather considerably, and this is his equipment as well. Thrud Axe. Absolutely amazing stuff right here. He has no gloves, however, so maybe we'll be able to get him some gloves at some point. And then, of course, I sold a couple of prisoners because I realized that I wanted to get the War Academy, and I eventually made it all the way back up, and then now I'm down, and then I'm up, and it's just all over the place, really. But we are now, thankfully, in the money again, and I don't really want to be scrounging around for any kind of monetary values here. What we could do, actually, to get some additional money, is to raid some of the Kingdom of Araby's villages, and maybe draw out some of their vassals, but do bear in mind, with this army right here, I don't know whether I have the units capable of taking them on, but I think we should try, because the Tomb Kings themselves are actually waging war against the Araby as we speak, so I'm thinking maybe that would be a good idea. Let's just check and see how many forces they have in the fortress here. It might be an idea to actually take it. 55? No, that's too tempting, isn't it? Look at that, they have 11 Janissaries. I don't believe that's going to be something we will try. Or should it? I will leave it up to you in the comments. Do you think we can take Belayalad Fortress with 55 units inside? Well, I will leave it to you, and I will do it in the next episode after... Whoa, okay, after that. Look at the High King Cetra. Whoa. That guy knows what's up. Wow, he's even got some sand wraiths in his prisoner's hold. That is impressive. Okay, well, I will leave him to it, and we are... Oh! They're gonna besiege it. Oh, okay, so scratch that. That's a little bit unfortunate, isn't it? I was really hoping that we'd be able to, well, potentially take it, but Janissaries, they're very, very good units, as you no doubt know already. Oh! Oh, wow! Actually, this is probably something we want to do. I know they have sand wraiths, and I know they have Janissaries, and it probably would have been easier to take the other fortress, but as you can no doubt see, in the prisoner's hold here, they have 3 Tomb Lords, and I think what better way to get our relation with them up even further than by doing this. So, without further ado, let's see what we can do here. Let's move our veteran Black Orcs to the top, and also we want our Forest Walkers as well. Where are they? There they are. Now these guys are going to be our bread and butter right here. I'm trying to get as many archers as I can. I'm actually going to move the Black Orcs down because we don't really need to charge them. We just need to deal as much damage as we can from far away. So, if we can get all these guys in here and hopefully then have a very good chance of taking them down. There's some Goblin scouts right there. That's pretty good. Now, these Tomahawk Braves, they can throw axes, but really, do I really want to send them in? Because they're just going to die immediately, I do believe. So, I think this will be fine, and we'll try our very best. We'll take some big orcs and put them up here just to support the veteran Black Orcs as well. And now, without further ado, let's head in. So this is 68 units versus 112 of us. We are basically declaring war against these guys right now. As you could probably tell, there are a couple of Araby vassals turning up, and no doubt they have about 30 Janissaries. That's probably not going to be very nice, to say the least. So, let's lead our soldiers and cross our fingers that we will not get absolutely murdered by the Janissaries, because we know how powerful they can be. Very, very powerful indeed. We're going to be moving Oggy Boggy back. Please don't get killed, Oggy Boggy. Please do not get killed. Okay, so Goblin Archer's already been taken out by one of the Janissaries, but as you can see up there, I really just want to take out that Sand Wraith if possible. As you can see, our Forest Walker's doing a good job. Very good job indeed. No! Our cavalry's going up. No, cavalry, come back. I need you to stay alive. Yes. There we go. We're distracting them a little bit as well. Took out one of the Janissaries, which is excellent. And hopefully I'll be able to take out a couple more of them as well. My mouse is not cooperating with us at the moment, but we are doing a little bit of damage to the Sand Wraiths, which is okay, I suppose, but not great. As you can see, I'm only doing 0 damage. Am I really doing 0 damage? Wow. Okay, that's pretty impressive. So far, so good. It is a lot better than fighting the Goblins, that's all I can say. Much better than fighting the Goblins. Come on, take out the Sand Wraith. Yes! There we are, Sand Wraith has fallen before us. fallen before our might. And hopefully we'll be able to take out some of these other guys as well. Yes, there's another Janissary taken down. Now, I actually remember playing Age of Empires 3 very, very recently. Well, a couple of months ago, shall I say. And using the Janissaries... Wait a minute. Was it Age of Empires 3 or Age of Empires 2? I think it was Age of Empires 2? Oh, I cannot remember now, but I have both. I tried playing both. And there was a faction, I can't remember the name of the faction at the moment, but there was a faction that had Janissaries, and all you would do is just make those, and they were the most powerful units. Well, I suppose you would have to get some siege engines and so forth, but still, you get 10 or 20, maybe even 30 of these guys in the same place, and they would just absolutely destroy absolutely everything that got into range, if they weren't the Aztecs, because the Aztecs had these units that were able to charm your units, and those guys, goodness me, did not know how to fight those guys, that's for sure. But yeah, there we have it. I do believe we have taken out 37 of the enemy's units, and we will just have to charge in now, unfortunately enough. Our archers have run out of steam, and as you no doubt know, we have a couple of vassals bearing down upon us outside, so this has to be a do-or-die situation. And I'm only hopeful that I will be able to get in there. This is not breakable, by the way, so let's just try to be a little bit more sensible about that. Now, let's let our infantry head in first. They are quite sturdy infantry, as far as I'm aware, and we'll hopefully be able to take out quite a few of them as we head up. Oh dear. This is not too good. The Sand Wraith is doing work for them, or I suppose it is doing work. Yes, it is doing work right now. Oh dear. I really need to get up there. I really need to get up there. Come on, orcs! You can do this! Yes, the Sand Wraith was taken out. Oh no, but there's another one. That's not good. That is not good. Okay, should I just retreat? Maybe I should just retreat. There's too many. Surely. There's too many of them. How many Sand Wraiths do they have? Not many. We should do it. Let's go. Let's take him out. Come on. Let me take him down. Yeah, there we go. I'm in, but I'm also stuck. I am stuck. Oh my. That's not too good. Okay, we are going to have to retreat. That is unfortunate. Now, let's just take a look here really fast. They only have 23 units. Oh, they're running from me. Excellent. Oh, yes. Okay, so let us build our ladder. No, let's not build our ladders. They sense fear by the looks of things, and many of our units were just taken out as well. We will have to return to this particular prospect at a later time, I do believe. How many units do we have? 61? And they think we can get killed by that. They have, wow. They have one Sandwraith in their party there, and they also have some Janissaries. This guy we don't want to fight. That's for sure. Okay, so this guy is basically only wanting to attack us because this guy is supporting him. So if we could take this guy solo, I think we'd have a very good chance. So, let's see. Come on. Come on. Yes, you are separated from your comrade. I'm hopeful that you will not be close enough, though. 2.9, 3.1, 3.3, so I'm not going to be in time for that, but I could attack this guy instead. Let's do it. I know this is going to be maybe ill-advised, but as you see, the battle advantage is 0, so we should have relatively same amounts of units on the battlefield, but do bear in mind that most of our really good units got taken out in that siege. I can only hope that Bjorg, Thrud, Joseph, and Aketi are all alive, as well as, of course, Oggy Boggy. Yes, Oggy Boggy is alive, and they are actually charging us immediately. Probably a bad idea for them to do that. I probably wouldn't have, if I were them. Oh yeah, take down that horse. That's what you get. Now he won't have any maneuverability, and we'll be able to deal a significant amount of damage, hopefully. Yes, that appears to be the way things are working at the moment. Let's take him out. Yeah, there we go. That was one of their hardiest units as well. Very nice. So, let's charge in our cavalry if possible. And we're going to try to put our infantry in a nice position here at the front. Now, these guys are causing us a great deal of issue, so I'm going to hope... Wow. Okay. Come on, take it out! Take out the camel! The camel is too powerful, by the looks of things. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, we're going to need to focus on some of their Janissaries, I do believe. Otherwise, they are just going to tear us apart. And hopefully I won't be taken out as a result, because I am being a little bit too overzealous with my committal of this fight. Maybe. I actually really like being a Goblin, because you do get some very cool units, such as that Squig Rider. I know it's a rescued unit, but still, that's actually really cool, in my opinion. Because, as you saw, he was doing such a good job to distract. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I do believe that is it. Now, we are going to tell everyone to charge in, and hopefully I can focus on the Sand Wraith. Whoa, okay, 0 damage. Oh, I did a lot of damage. 115? How much HP do these guys have? Whoa, okay. There we are, 68. So they have about 200 HP? That is insane. That's some very good stat increases right there for the Sand Wraith. I can only hope that I will start to use my Trolls eventually, because the Trolls at the moment, we only have 2 or 3 of them in the garrison at Bloodhorn, and I'm hoping once the academy at Asgal has completed, we will be able to acquire even more. So we lost 17 there, but we took out 53, and unfortunately he was able to escape. I really did want to take him prisoner. That would have been amazing. That would have been really, really cool. So, are we going to deal with this guy as well? I think we must. However, oh yeah. Oh yeah, there we go. That's what we wanted. Hands in the air. That's what we like. Okay. So, as you could probably tell right there, the Tomb Lords cut him off, and I was able to catch up to him. And, of course, we now have a huge, absolutely huge battle advantage that we will not have any problems defeating these guys now. And I do believe we are just going to tell everyone to charge in. Actually, I'm not going to tell anyone to charge in. I'm just going to charge in myself, and that's it, because I really don't want to let any of our other units die. And that reminds me, I do believe I want to head on over to recruit more Goblins as well. So let's try to do that. I'll try to do that in my off-screen time, and we'll see what we can do about returning to this siege very, very soon, I hope, because you know the Tomb Kings, they do like to expand their territory quite considerably, and hopefully they will not be fast enough to do that before I am ready to resume the next recording. So let's just try to take out these guys as best we can. Come on, yes, take him out. Necropolis Knights, goodness me, Necropolis Knights. Ah, very good units indeed. And only 2 enemies remain. They are running off in 2 separate directions. I will take the south one, or not, as the case may be. Okay, I do believe that this guy's going to get taken out before I get there, but my spider is very, very fast, and he will catch up if he can. Oh, never mind. Okay, Skeleton Knight was able to acquire that last final blow. There we are. Now I can take this guy prisoner, which I will be doing. Thank you very much. And now I will be making my way back to Goblin lands. So, without further ado, I will be ending this episode off here. And next time on Warsword Conquest, we will be heading back to Tanis? Wow, actually reminds me of the Star Wars area, but that's actually Taris. So, yes, a little bit of a different spelling there, but wow, that's pretty cool. So, yes, we'll be heading back to Tanis, hopefully be able to take it. These guys have not yet taken the fortress for whatever reason, so hopefully they will still be busy with it by the time I am ready to head back here. So, I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.